Alright, guys, I'm talking some more about the dark night of the soul. This time it feels like it's not like dark, it's like the neutral night of the soul. Like, I wouldn't really say I'm really sad or really depressed or really dark. It's more like going through the motions or not even bothering to go through the motions, like feeling like my motions don't really fucking matter, so not bothering to go through them. And it's like I'm so neutral and numb that I don't know, it's like it's not even that I'm questioning everything. It's like I just don't even know what anymore, you know? Like, I don't necessarily feel like I have a passion. I mean, I thought I did, but like, I don't know. Nothing is feeling good. It's like whatever, you know? And I feel like this is what the majority of humans on Earth are feeling all the time. Just that's why it's really hard to get people to like care about things. I feel like typically I'm pretty tapped in and I'm pretty turned on. So I know that I'm going through a shift. So I kind of welcome this. Like, I felt like I had a lot of momentum when this year, like, see, I don't even care. Like, I don't have my hair extensions in. I'm not really doing, like, I don't know. I had a lot of momentum when this year started. And like I said, mid-February, I lost something that was alive in me. I'm a little bit, like, no tolerance too for people's bullshit. I mean, I'm usually pretty intolerant of people's bullshit, but like probably even more so. And I've been eating junk food. Like, that's not me. For real. Like, I feel like I'm in almost like an elongated ovulation cycle, like, is what it feels like. Because, you know, during my moon cycle, like the week before I get my period, I would want like donuts or something, you know, cookies, like, and I eat a lot. And I don't know, it's just like, I don't really care about getting dressed in like nicer clothes. Like, I'm just sitting here kind of being idle. like my spark isn't all the way gone, but I would say it's like 90% gone. Like, if someone wanted me to do a photo shoot or something, like I could probably still get dressed and like do a good job on my makeup, but like I just don't even really have a big motivation. I don't know. It's like hermit mode for sure, hermit mode. But I've been in dark nights of the soul where I did need to cry a lot. I did need to sleep a lot. I needed to stay in my room and meditate, or, you know, just be alone. I mean, I'm alone right now, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not that I want to be alone. It's that I don't have anyone close enough to me that I feel is like worth being around, because I would need somebody who's like loving towards me. Hold on. I got a phone call from a doctor. All right, that was my doctor's office calling. I need to get my prescription for my eyes because I need a pair of glasses. Like, my glasses that I wear, do you know what I fucking hate? Let me just get off topic here. I fucking hate glasses that are so heavy and then they leave a mark. One right here, one right here. And it's ugly and it's heavy and it's annoying. And anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much that. Like, I'm doing what I feel like I need to do spiritually and nutritionally, like, other than eating the cookies. I've been eating a lot of cookies and donuts. But other than that, I'm eating healthy. I just don't have a lot of motivation to do anything. Like, my thought pattern is, oh, I could use that thing I got and start working out my tummy. And then I'm like, do I care about my tummy? Like, it's not the worst. I don't have any guys. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know. Like, it's like thought forms like that. Like, no one cares, so why should I? I mean, eventually, hopefully I'll get to caring again, but I really don't. I mean, I do, but I don't care enough to, like, let that motivate me. Because I'm not, like, I guess I've just been dealing with a lot of feeling like, not good enough. Like, no matter what. And I've done so much inner work, and I feel like my businesses are stagnant. Like, it just makes me question, why am I doing the things I'm doing? You know, it's because I enjoy, but also, what's the point of having businesses if nobody wants to support you? Like, it's just not a good feeling. And I think even more with, like, all these filters and, like, the beauty standard, and I just feel like, am I even pretty? Am I even, like, am I not feminine enough? Am I not, like, what is it that I'm not? Like, what is it that I'm not enough of to, be something to someone. And it's like, I know that everything that I'm seeing in my reality is a mirror to my inside. So like, at what point is things gonna shift? Like, they were shifted. That's what I don't fucking get. That's why I feel like this is like a different level, like a different up leveling. Because most people will say they go through this kind of feeling before their next up level. So it's like I kind of feel like I'm in some kind of holding tank before I'm gonna explode. But I have to work through some deep thoughts, like deep rooted, deep seated thoughts. And I thought I had done this, but I guess there's always another layer, right? Like, when I was experiencing getting treated really well, I was thinking, oh yeah, all this work I did paid off. Like, I was enjoying my life. I was feeling like alive. And then it's like 10 steps back, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. So I'm definitely like in the 10 steps back mode. So, I mean, while I'm here in this like dismal state, I'm trying to not use false positivity to like get out of this state. I want to know why I'm here in this state, and I want to get to what I need to get while I'm here. So sometimes what's that looked like for me is, oh, and I haven't been able to sleep properly either. I've been waking up at like 3 in the morning every night and not falling back to sleep till like 6. And then getting jolted awake again by an alarm to get my kids to school. And then once they're in school, I come back home and I'll get a couple more hours of sleep. That's why I've been like not getting up till noon. But as I've been waking up at 3 in the morning, I've been allowing the thoughts to surface. I'm not trying to brush them off. I'm curious. Like, I want to know what really is deep in there, deep in this core. Because, you know, we're programmed so deeply with thoughts, and it's not just thoughts. I've been doing a lot of body work too. I've been doing a lot of body scans as I lay there at night. Like, I'm allowing these thoughts to come, you know, the loneliness, the longing to be held. I'm allowing those feelings to come over me, and then I'm asking myself, where in my body is this stored? You know, and it just depends what it is, where it is. And like, for an example, you know, it's stored like right here. Like, there's like a, you know, there would be like a tightness. And then I'd use some techniques that I know of. You know, I'd breathe into that area, and I'd see it dissipating. I would like envision white light filling that area and dissipating that out. So, you know, I believe I'm doing what I need to do for myself during this time, but, you know, it was crazy because before I started this healing journey, I believe every inch of me, every cell in my body was programmed with self-hatred, with self-loathing, with feeling like the biggest piece of shit. And I had never known that that wasn't like a normal thing. I remember washing dishes and just the spiraling thoughts, like no wonder your husband left you, you know, you're so stupid, or like you have, you know, like I used to hate everything of myself. I would look at myself, I'd hate my arm hair, I would hate my body, I hated who I was, I hated everything about myself, I hated my existence. And this would be on a spiral, like, oh my God, you know, like you're so ugly, or your skin's not tight enough, or like just a constant loop to where I couldn't even, it was so fast in my head of a loop just playing of self-hatred, listening to things I was told, like shit that was screamed at me when I was a kid, or things that people said to me growing up or whatever, like, or even in the relationships I had been in, just I was on overload. My cup was full. My cup was full and runneth over with puke water. And at that point in time, I had started trying to reverse this, trying to remove and reverse this. And I've done so much work on this, you guys, whether it's been meditating, whether it's been Reiki, whether it's been energetic subconscious work, theta healing, subliminals. I am diligent about it, to where now, about 4 years into this, 2 years actually with that part of the healing, 2 years. Now on a loop, when I allow my mind to get quiet, I want to know what's in my mind. You know what I mean? I want to know. That's why I allow for these phases. That's why I allow to indulge in a phase like this without trying to numb it or trying to give myself like a false sense of happiness by either drinking or, you know, whatever. I want to see what else is in there. It's like cleaning out the lint in the dryer. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I got the bulk of it. You know, it's almost like you're moving houses. I got the big furniture out of the way. I got the big furniture out of my brain. But now I'm here like I got to sweep out the corners, you know? Got to pick up the old garbage that I might have buried somewhere. And so I'm big into, yes, I do use a lot of content. I do intake a lot of positive content. I like to listen to like ASMR, Reiki, that stuff's saying good things. But I also give myself time for quiet, because I want to see what pops up in my head when it's quiet. And for the most part, until mid-February, I was on a good roll. I had not had many. I, for the most part, was pretty much playing a loop of good shit. Or for real, for real. For real, for real. I'd be hearing stuff like, oh, you're so beautiful. And this is all stuff I've reprogrammed myself to think about myself, because it's really not going to serve me to think bad about myself. I'm the one that has to like deal with it. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. If I can be good inside of my head, inside of my heart, then you know what I mean? And so I have noticed that damn, on a spiral, on a loop, when it's quiet time, when I'm just washing dishes and my mind will mindlessly pop up, it's been positive in the shower. Lately, these past like 4, 5, 6 days, it's been bad. It's been stuff that I thought I already got. So that's what shows me there's another layer. So I'm allowing this to come and I'm allowing this to flow through. I don't even necessarily question where it came from because I've already been through so much shadow work that like I kind of know already. And I know that in order to remove it, I don't necessarily need to keep reliving where it may have came from. I know that energetically it's stored somewhere. And the main thing is to give myself that extra love to that part of myself, especially that inner child, especially healing the femininity. That's my main goal. I want to be a true, thriving, flourishing, feminine woman, and it's pulling the weeds, you know. And so I'm in a phase of basically pulling some more weeds, and you know, that's what's going on. But yeah, you know, once I feel like I'm out of this phase myself, I'll be available to help people do this on them too. Like, it took me a lot of years to be able to identify this stuff on myself. Before I used to kind of like, I would need a coaching session to get through some of this. And now I'm at the point where, you know, I really can do this on myself. So like I said, I'm allowing it. I want to know what's in there. I'm not burying it. I'm allowing it to come to the surface, even though it is painful, even though, you know, some of these feelings are just hard to describe. Desolate, disparaging, feelings of like just being invisible, feelings of just being expendable, feelings of being nothing, being worthless. And I've dealt with the bulk of that. So like that's what I'm trying to describe. It's a different kind of a dark night of the soul. It's like a round 2 cleanup, you know? It's like the movers came in and they got all the big shit, and now I'm going back in there for an extra sweep through. So yeah, it's more of I can be neutral about it and I can feel neutral about it, but at the same time I'm allowing the flow. You know, I had to cry a little bit the other day, and it wasn't like I was crying for my present moment. It was like something else inside of me was crying for like grief of what never got to be. And I think that's my biggest thing. I think that in my true essence of a soul, I am a lover. I feel like I'm very incomplete. Not in a sense of codependency, but I know that I'm so much more alive when I am being in my feminine energy and I'm being truly loved right. And I've had phases like that, but they've been too short-lived. So, you know, time for another cleanup. And I'm hoping that at the end of this phase, you know, I've gotten rid of a lot more stuff. I'm allowing it to filter out. I felt it big yesterday when I went to the woods, because, you know, being around trees and being in nature has such an effect on clearing you. And because I had done so much work, my lovey,
Mama,
that's marker.
Mom, I want to show you something.
So, you know, a really good thing to do if you feel super stagnant is go near a tree, is go especially into the woods. And so I noticed that because I was allowing so much with my subconscious and just uprooting, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of, let me uproot whatever's still stuck in there, whatever bad, negative patterns, core beliefs are stuck in there. Let's uproot them. And I did uproot them. And so I felt like when I went into the forest, my head was almost starting to hurt. My third eye was starting to hurt, but I was feeling like a cleansing, and it was like, you know, it was coming out. And that was yesterday. So it's like I'm able to talk a little bit more today about this, but I'm just getting through it here. I mean, I would say if I had to pick a date, it all started, it was actually 1 full week after Valentine's Day. I don't know the date, but what's 14 plus 7? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. I'd say February 21st this started. And it's March 2nd. So a good 2 weeks. But it also kind of makes me want to look up and see, is there some kind of planetary conjunction? You know what I mean? Like, it's not Mercury retrograde, but it's fucking something. You know what I'm saying? It is fucking something. But, all right, well, I might keep talking some more about this. It actually really helps me to talk because I don't really have a person to talk to. So I'm like talking to all y'all. So like hopefully what I'm saying and what I'm going through can help someone else. But yeah, my kid wants me to go in there with him. So I'm going to go. But I will holla back. One more thing. Because I was craving sweets, making today, this is strawberries. And if you actually just cook them on very low temperature, it kind of tastes like a fruit snack. So you're getting that like sweet indulge, you know, but it's not like sugar. I mean, I'm trying here. I'm trying to be better. But also allowing myself to just indulge in shit too, because I know I'm not normally like that, so I know I'm not too concerned, but you know, I'm just trying to do a little better today about it. But if you want to make strawberries like that, put the oven at 250, not 350, 250. It's just a light warmth. And then let them cook for like 40 minutes to an hour. It's yummy. So, all right. Bye.